I was told 3 years ago I have MND. Everyone is different, but the traits of the illness still has the same outcome. I was very lucky to get Lucy from speech and language early, and she got me to bank my voice, which is now on this device which I am using.
I've been leading the MND service for the Great Western Hospital, and that's in cooperation with colleagues that work in the community who are key persons in the treatment of this condition. MND is a neurodegenerative condition that affects motor neurons and progressively lead people to be less able to move. So mobility is an issue for these patients, so it's critical to be looked after at home. And we try to want to keep them as far as hospital, as out of hospital as possible. So it's really critical that we have this partnership with the community.
We support people right from diagnosis. We are in the MND clinic with the consultant neurologist. We support them all through their journey up until end of life, and then we support their family members into bereavement as well. So we recently held an event where we invited people living with MND and their family members to come together to discuss some of the symptoms, particularly around choking management in MND. It was a really great opportunity to hear people's voices, what's really important to them, and how we can particularly look at how we can support them moving forward in the future.
Our society is loud and is fast. Everything has to be done quickly. Well, I'm afraid this is not the case. In this case, we really had to slow down and wait for these people to express the way they could, what they thought, and what they, sharing their thoughts was actually really powerful and had a strong potential to guide research and change medical practice.
The first impression was that different patients received different information or lack of information. At the beginning, we had no single person to contact. Everyone is different, but the traits of the illness still has the same outcome. Because this is not a common illness, the setup is ad hoc.
They need information, they need to know. The communication needs to be as thorough and timely as possible, but it also has to be very individualized, because each one of us want to receive certain information at a different stage of our journey. And it's very powerful, it was very powerful to hear that patients want to be treated as much as possible outside the hospital, in the community. That's where we have to support them.
Every other month, we have a dedicated MND multidisciplinary team meeting, which means that all members within the hospital, community and Prospect Hospice have the opportunity to get together and discuss patients' care. It means that everything is collaborative and people work across all those agencies to make sure patients are not having to double up. This ensures that patients' care is more streamlined. They don't have multiple appointments, which can be very overwhelming for people with MND. So we also try to join up with other services and do joint visits together where appropriate.
Doreen has been a massive help, as have so many others. It has been invaluable, not just for me, but my wife and kids. I do not wish this illness on anyone.
Well, I just can't emphasize enough the value of the partnership between the Great Western Hospital, the Prospect Hospice, and the MDTs in the community. Working with them is amazing. The passion and the resilience of these colleagues are a source of inspiration for me every day.
Just thank you to everyone who has treated me from the NHS and Prospect.